Political campaign in 2013. With me now, Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen of Texas, a Judiciary Committee member who signed that from Tennessee, that signed that letter and is heading over to the news conference. My apologies to the great state of Tennessee.
Those are fighting words,
I know.
Tamron.
Okay, and I'm not up for the fight today, so I again apologize to the great state of Tennessee. Let me get your thoughts on Trump campaign spokesperson Hope Hicks already responding to your letter that you signed with other members of Congress, and it says this is totally ridiculous and a false mischaracterization that blatantly disregards the facts. This is clearly a politically motivated attempt to distract from all of Hillary Clinton's issues. Your response to that?
Well, the facts are that she solicited a contribution. She got a contribution from a foundation, a 501c3 that's not supposed to make political contributions. And then after that, she decided not to pursue a prosecution after she considered doing it. You know, it's like a statement I've heard by songwriter Don Schlitz. If they say it's not about the money, it's about the money. This is, they say it's not about politics and influence, it's about politics and influence. And she can say what she wants, but that's what it's about. And the United States Justice Department needs to look into it. Because just like in police shootings, you need independent prosecutors to get a fair look at cases. When the local prosecutors would have a conflict, people would have a conflict with Ms. Bondi. So the U.S. Attorney needs to look at this. Bribery and perjury, both serious federal offenses and serious ways to pervert our political system.
In addition to looking into our desire to have that looked into, you want also an investigation into the foundation as far as what things were purchased with this money donated to the foundation.
Well, the foundation's a great con job. You ask folks to give you money, and they got a bunch of money from the wrestling world, they got a bunch of money from somebody else who was deceased from his foundation, and then Trump gives it away as if it's his money. Trump's just a conduit. It's like those game shows on TV. It's not their money. They're just the MC. And he also had pictures of himself, 6-foot-high paintings made with foundation money, bought some football helmet of somebody he liked with a signature on it. Those aren't things you do with charitable funds. But they weren't his funds. They weren't reported right. None of it is right, and it's something that Denmark smells and something Trump land smells just as bad.
Let me get your reaction to these leaked emails from Secretary Powell, where he criticizes Hillary Clinton. Obviously, the headline has been his very strong words as a Republican, even though he voted the last two election cycles for the Democrat, as a Republican, saying that Donald Trump is a disgrace, but also critical of Secretary Clinton. What's your take on these emails?
Everybody respects Secretary Colin Powell, and I think what he said about Donald Trump was so true. I mean, this man has no business being the nominee party of Dwight Eisenhower and other traditional and great Republicans. He's done a disservice to our country. When you read about the things he's done, you listen to him, he is not a person who you'd want to have in polite company, let alone be President of the United States. And Colin Powell has done us a service by emailing those thoughts and having them intercepted and distributed to the American people. People should listen to Colin Powell.
But if that's the case, sir, he also said everything HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton, touches, she kind of, quote, screws it up with hubris.
Well, he may think she screws things up with hubris, but with Trump, he thinks it's kind of indigenous and comes from the source. Screwing things up is one thing, and being totally, innately corrupt and despicable is another. And I think that when you compare them, Colin Powell's for Hillary Clinton.
All right, thank you so much for your time. He's had not endorsed either candidate, but certainly his emails have resonated today. Thank you so much, and thank you to, again, Tennessee. We love you. Thank you.
You're welcome. From Memphis. Memphis, better than Tennessee.
Memphis specifically. Coming up,
You're welcome.